we have returned again for another Friday festivity. Just me again today, folks. The boys have other places to be. I'm messing around with this new Certano bridge. If you can look out and see this close-up thing, you can see these little thingamabobs here. This is a G-bender, and this is the B-bender. And I'm used to having the B-bender on this thing, but that messes with my back. So I've been messing around with this one. It just... like that. There it is. See that little mechanism right here? This one does the G string. And this one does the B string. Pretty cool. And diggity dog on it. This is actually a Gristle master that has a bigger neck on it. They did some bigger neck profiles for Wildwood a few years back, and they stopped doing it, but I've got this neck on this guitar, and then also on, there's a black Gristle master that they had at Wildwood with the big old neck profile. It's big and juicy. People ask, people talking, but they just don't know why I let the gristle flow. This Firebird back here is actually a Gristle bird. Buddy of mine, Mike Lamprin from Ventura County Vintage, made this beast, and it is a Firebird body with a telly neck, bolt on. Big old neck profile on this one, just as big as the one on the Reverend, as a matter of fact. And it's got a signed Jaunty? It's got a signed Jaunty Winter. He was a relative of Johnny Winter, but he was more of a rascallion. Jaunty Winter. And telly pickup and back. And I've got this one tuned to that E6 tuning. Sometimes I like to go to that minor tuning, which is good, clean fun. Let's check that out for a half a second, shall we? How's it going out there, you crazy kids? You doing all right? Thanks for tuning in to the Gristle Sphere. The Gristle Sphere is a magical place. The Gristle Sphere. The Gristle Sphere. Jaunty Winter. Let's go for a spirited jaunt. It makes me feel good right down to my corns. Down to my corns, down to my corns. You know, I like the Firebirds because they're actually one of the few guitars that actually is right-sized for my large being. Because I'm a big old son of a bitch. Friends, I'm a big old son of a bitch. And sometimes guitars look like toys in my savage mitts. But you know what? That's on them. That's on them. That's on them. The bird is the word. Well, this is a sexy beast, isn't it? Let's take it. Look at that. Doesn't that just make you feel all good all over? Dude, I'm right here. Sasquatch in heat. Sasquatch in hee-wee howie it. Sasquatch in hee-wee howie it. Chicken head knob. Chicken head knob is a little bit of a weird one to get used to believe it or not. Chicken head knob, chicken head knob, chicken head knob. Can you dig it? What do I think about Brian May? I thought he played magnificent things on those songs. Had a delicious tone as well. He's not afraid of the power of rock. He's not afraid. No, sir. Not afraid of that power. The power of the sweet rock. I want to tune this back to standard tuning and see what kind of filth we might get involved in. Well, let's see what kind of filth. I was just in open E tuning. A lot of folks like to say, "Hey, what key are you in?" when you're in a slide tuning. And if you're hearing all the notes playing one chord as I go up, especially at the top of the neck here, and hit that, or just kind of go, and you just find find what string it's tuned to. When it's either going to be E, it's going to be D, A, or G for the most part. That's how you figure that shit out. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Will you dig it? Ooh, I did not tune that one down, did I? That was kind of fun, though. Kind of a cool little sound there. The combination of that bridge tele pickup. With the neck Johnny Winter pickup. Doesn't it? That's right. Ooh, that neck pickup by itself sounds good, doesn't it? Son of a whore. Get back in tune, will you? You son of a whore, you're out of tune. Let me see if I can tune it up while the song is actually going through my head, and I'll come back in some semblance of time. That's kind of a tall order, but we'll see what we can do. Put that on. Jumping all over here like some kind of a crazy man. Some kind of a crazy man dancing on pedals. Anyways, there you go. It's a big old neck. Yeah, this is a bolt-on. It's a Firebird body. I don't know who made the body, but my buddy Mike Lampron from Ventura County Vintage made this guitar for me. I bought it from him at the Dallas Guitar Show probably 8 years ago. And it's cool, diggity dog it. It's cool, diggity dog it. Let me grab another guitar in a strange tuning. I'm into strange tunings lately. It's good for you. It's good for your soul. It's good for your corns and good for your soul. Firebirds are hard to put in a doggone thing, aren't they? You know what? I want to put this fucker down right here. Take that to the floor with you. All right. I'm grabbing this guitar, which is in that Albert Collins tuning of F minor, but I've got this up in, I guess I'm in B flat here, I reckon, right? Let's see what we got. like that. Hey. That's crazy. Now, of course, if I want to do more of a majory thing, I might go. I'll go up to here for that. Change the keys so it's not so samey. Can you dig it? A little fun on that strange, you tune it up to an F minor bar chord, and then you just use the capo to go up and down. It's crazy. It's crazy. It makes you feel so right. Did Mr. McBradster do a request for some Jimmy double stops? Is that what I saw? A little bit of Jimmy double stops in your life. Paul McEwen asked when I go to, you mean the Albert Collins tuning? Albert King is you just tune down. But all the positions are the same. But for the Albert Collins thing, it's completely messed up. You gotta recalibrate your brain. The top 3 strings are the same. But then from there, it gets all manner of crazy. So doggone juicy. Is that what you want to learn there, Mr. McBrather? Show you that up close there. Those are just right across the force. That's the way I do it anyways. To get those kind of Hendrixy, pinchy harmonic things, are all downstrokes. Like choke way up on the pick to get the. go. There's your Power of Soul breakdown. Can you dig it? A little bit of the jimba 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 nibba goomba dibba goomba. Does the Jimmy Estate get a piece of this lesson? No. Well, no. Well, no. Well, no. Come on, y'all. A little bit of that Jim in your life. I did get a five-way toggle switch added to this beat. That's not a John Mayer. That is a Hendrix thing. Although John Mayer may have done it, but it is Jim Hendrix. Someone asked what amps I'm using. I'm using both the Tone King Imperial and the Tone King Royalist right now. And I'm running them pretty clean, but I'm adding my clean boost on my Gristle King pedal. And I'm also adding a little bit of something from that MXR Timmy pedal. Someone out there said they're coming to see us in Portland. Awesome. That's a fun place, too. We played at that Jack London Review in January, and it was damn near sold out, I might add. And what a great crowd. The people were rocking. That was good, clean fun. Right there. Can you dig it? We got Cape Cod Bob on board. That's kind of hard to say. Cape Cod Bob. Cape Cod Bob. Cape Cod. Cape Cod Bob. Well, that's still hard to say. How am I running the signal? I'm splitting the signal, Robert, with my mini vent. So it's actually when I hit the mini vents in stereo. Just like that. Just like that. Can you dig it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? A little bit of that. Someone asked if you still split the signal when the effect is not on. Yes, it does. So it's just in mono. Both amps are just on most of the time. But when I hit that Neo Instruments mini-vent 2, that is, ladies and gentlemen, then I go into a stereo situation. Well, thank you, Mike B. Something like that. That's a song called JSK. I did an acoustic version of that on the acoustic Gristle Soup record, but the band version is on 4 Days in the South. Can you dig it? Well, thank you, Adam. I appreciate that. Yes, the Chewing the Gristle podcast is out there, and many, many episodes are up. New ones all the damn time. And I just talked to Buddy Whittington the other day. He's going to be on there. That was a nice talk. My buddy Joe Mass was a nice talk. I talked to Rick Vito again. He's on there. The Gary Hoy one was just on. All kinds of stuff. Chris Duarte. Who did I study under? I went to college at a place in Stevens Point, Wisconsin. And the guitar instructor there was Mike Irish. And he showed me the ways of modes and melodic minor scales and shit like this. But all the stylistic crapola I pilfered from various places all along the way and came up with on my own self. Can you dig it? The stylistic stuff. Oh, can you dig it? This guitar sounds good. This is a 1974 Strat. I got this a couple years back at Cream City Music. I walked in, and I've always had a thing for big headstock Strats because of Jim Hendrix and Rich Blackmore and Bob Trower and various other sundry mutants. And I picked it up, and it weighed nothing. I was like, oh, my God, this guitar weighs nothing. What's the story? Oh, it's a single-owner guy down from Texas. And so I ended up buying it, and I love this doggone thing. Michael Burrell, you savage beast, long time no see. When are we coming back to Minneapolis? That is a good question. I see that we're not at the the Lakeside Guitar Festival anymore. I think we were too loud for the Lakeside Guitar Festival, so we're on the outs. Oh well, we'll get up there again at some point. I don't have anything booked up there right now. We were gonna maybe play this blues festival last week and kind of last minute, but no one was available, so I was not gonna go up there by my own self. Anyway, but yeah, I'd love to get back up there, Minnesota. Lord knows Toby would love to get up there as well. But it's weird because I'm playing once in Milwaukee this entire summer. Well, twice, but only really officially once. And you know, what are we going to do, Michael? Our hometowns, they just don't give a shilch. That's all right. We can go elsewhere and feel the love. Sorry, hometowns. Sorry, hometowns. What you gonna do? Sorry, hometowns. Sorry, hometowns. Wow, that's a good song. How about the UK? Ian, we are coming there in October. We're going to be there for a good, just shy of 2 weeks, I reckon. And his own received him not. You are correct, Lelandberg. Actually, I can't complain. I've had a lot of love on the home front over the years, but boy, lately it's been a strange thing. This is the second year in a row. Last year was the first time in 30 years I didn't play at Milwaukee's Summerfest. We've always had a good time down at Summerfest. We've always kicked ass at Summerfest, I might add. And the last time we had played there, we were right in front of the Black Crowes, and we annihilated so hard I thought people were going to need counseling. And then the next year, last year, we had a specific weekend that we had to do because our schedule was so full, and I contacted the folks over there. I said, hey, you know, I've got this agent now who's booking us all over the place, and, you know, you need to speak with him. I'd love to play there again. You know, just talk to him. And they said, yeah, we got nothing for you. I'm like, interesting. Okay. And then this year, never even returned any kind of communiques whatsoever because for whatever reason, I don't recognize the vast majority of the people on the list of people that are playing there, but that's probably not a horrible thing. I mean, good for them. They want to try something new, let the good times roll. I always just get a kick out of, you don't have to throw out the baby with the bathwater. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do it. You can serve all the different things and not be in a situation that is injurious to anybody. Can you dig it? Injurious. Greg, I have a gig tonight. How do I channel my inner Gristle? Well, that's a good question. I think what you got to do is make sure you don't buckle that buckle too tight. You got to make sure you got some room to move. And then once you're in that situation, then you can let that Gristle flow like a gosh doggone elixir d'amore. Let it flow into the crowd. They'll be spackled with it. They'll be begging for more. They're like, I love this band. They spackled me with a strange viscous secretion, but only in a supernatural fashion, not in an actual fashion. What? Anyway, injurious indeed. Bryce Mawney says, do you ever play in Southern Illinois? Yes, every now and again. We do have a gig in Southern Indiana coming up. I think that's in July. I think that's our tour starts somewhere in that neck of the woods. Check out the website, gregkoch.com. And please sign up. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube page, please do so. And sign up for notifications and all that kind of stuff because that helps us in our great battle against the algorithm. The algorithm. Boy, that's a new word. Algorithm. I hear you, algorithm. That sounds like someone's name, Algorithm. What's your name? My name's Al. What's your last name? Gurithm? Algorithm. That's not real. Anyway. That's not real. Anyway, so check out the website and then sign up for our Bands in Town thing. And also, if you don't mind, follow us on the iTunes and Spotify especially. All those numbers matter to people. They're like, should we book this band? Well, I don't know. They only have X amount of some or others on this platform. And so if you enjoy what happens on our musical frontier, please don't be afraid to sign up for all those various different things. I'm very good about not inundating you with propaganda. I try not to. Anyway, try not to. Algorithm, can you dig it? Maddie K. The Strat sounds good, am I right? You know, I don't know if this is true, folks, but I swear, I'm going to swear. I'm going to use some swears. I think that when you have a Strat and you don't have a reverse wound middle pickup and you go to those 2 and 4 positions, I think they have a little bit more sparkle. Call me crazy. Call me crazy, but I just... As opposed in this one. I like it. Can you dig it? Show us some grape rip. You, McBrasky, you want the Welch's grape thing? Ooh, it went way out of tune. As Strats do. Oh, bo, do, 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 do. Can you dig it? Yeah, not only was yesterday the D-Day anniversary, it's also my mother-in-law's birthday. And she's a little older than 80, though. She's 82, I reckon. 82, Scooby-Doo, 82, hoo-hoo. I'm going to grab this black version of the Gristle 90 just for the Sam heck of it. How are we all doing out there? You guys having fun? You know, I just like the Bender's on the yellow. Yeah, I played that early on. That was my opening salvo, if you will, was on that rascal. Opening salvo. Opening salvo, ladies and gentlemen. What a great song that is. Opening salvo. Let's see what we got here. Grab that attenuator and give it a tug. Get a little bit more gas in here. So now what you're going to hear is the sound of. That's the sound of the Royalist on the 67 Marshall setting, if you will, and on about 9 volume-wise, but I still have the attenuator on. And I also am just using this amp clean, the Imperial. Some live scuzz right there, right for your Friday night. Sliding into your Friday night with some molten sin. Sliding into the Friday night. Let the games begin. Let the games begin. That last little thing, I had the Tone King Royalist kind of cranked with the filth, and then the Imperial I was running kind of clean, and so those two together sounded succulent and robust. I do like hitting that A chord and keeping the E in the bass. Sound of rock music. It's good for your soul and good for your corns. Thanks so much, folks, for tuning in. I appreciate it as always. Thanks for stopping in. Pleasure hanging with you. And yeah, I hope to get the boys back in here again at some point. But I do enjoy doing just the solo thing as well. I hope you guys as well enjoy it. And have a great weekend. And Monday I shall be back. I believe. I don't think I have to go anywhere Monday. Tuesday got to be in St. Louis for something. Just a quick boom, boom. A quick boom, boom. A quick boom, boom. Coming on strong, loving and joking and singing a song. We do have some dates up on the website. Check those out, please. We're heading to, we'll be in Southern Indiana doing a festival. We're playing in St. Louis. We're playing in Kansas City at Knuckleheads. We're back to Denver at the Globe Hall. We're going to be back in Phoenix again at the Rhythm Room. Venice West out there in LA. Soda Bar in San Diego. Going up playing the Felton Music Hall again up there in Santa Cruz area. Berkeley, California, we're playing at the Cornerstone Brewery. And then up to Portland, we're playing Jack London's Review. That's a cool club. And then we're playing with my buddy Steve Karras is promoting a show up there in the Lincoln Theater up there in, I believe it's in Bellingham, in that neck of the woods. I think he lives in Bellingham. It's just north of Seattle, so we'll be up there. So check that all out. Can you dig it? Are we getting to D.C., Maryland, or Virginia? Man, we're trying. We're trying to make that happen for at some point in the not-too-distant future. I keep on saying to Philip, we need to go to the Mid-Atlantic. We need to go to the Mid-Atlantic. So we'll see what happens. We're coming down to Texas, though, in August. We're going to stop in Little Rock. We're going to do a gig in Little Rock, and then we're going to be in Dallas. We're going to be in Austin. We're going to be in San Antonio. And on the way back, we're probably going to hit Houston and New Orleans at long last. So, can you? Mount Vernon, thank you very much, Kevin O'Connor. Mount Vernon is where we're going to be. In Mount Vernon, a powerful place. That's where George Washington lived at Mount Vernon, but not that Mount Vernon. What? George was crazy. Him and that cherry tree. He didn't know what the hell was going on with his wooden toothes. What? Listen, folks, we'll see you cats on the flippity flop.